Hi everyone, welcome back. This is week 5. I hope you enjoyed this flow. I'm Adrianne. I'm a certified Pilates instructor. Today I'm going to be cueing you through the movements that we're going to be doing on our Pilates board. With today's movements, we're going to be working a lot of one side of the body at a time. We call that unilateral movement. We're going to be working and isolating our arms and our legs, still strengthening the whole body. For today's class, make sure you have a mat, your Pilates gripper socks, some water close by in case you get thirsty. We'll also be using that knee pad and our straps, handles attached. Once you have all those things, let's go ahead and get started. Hi everyone, before we begin, maybe go ahead and pop me a comment below. Let me know where you're watching from. Today, as we get started, we want to come to a nice natural position here sitting on our mat, nice tall in the spine, and we're just going to start with some stretches as we work our way into our flow. Go ahead, hug those ankles, allow your elbows to drop out to the side, and just take a nice little butterfly stretch here. Pressing those knees out, feeling that stretch through your hips. Taking a nice inhale and exhale. Stacking your spine tall. Your arms can lift high overhead. Allowing yourself to grab your wrists with the opposite hand. Feeling that nice side bend stretch. Maybe turning your gaze up to the ceiling. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. Coming through center with that gaze and turning and looking towards the floor. Again, center with that gaze and stack your spine back tall. Arms are going to open again. Press those palms up towards the ceiling. Wrists draw towards each other and then away. Again, towards each other and away. On this next one, we're going to grab the opposite wrist with the hand. Leaning towards that side, feeling that nice stretch here. Opening through that chest. Gaze turns up towards the ceiling. As we take a nice inhale and exhale. Gaze through center, back down towards the floor. Again, deep inhale and exhale. Coming through center again, opening those arms all the way back down towards the mat. We're going to change position with our body. Our handles are up on our gliders, and we're going to bring our bum close to that board so we can come to a laying down position, moving through some bridge work here. So my bum is close, rolling down that spine, tucking it one vertebrae at a time. You can reposition that knee pad. Allow it to come underneath your head for a little extra cushion. My feet are on the gliders, my arms long by your side. We're going to use some control here. Moving our hips, we're going to lift up to the ceiling. But in this movement, I want you to go through articulation. That means we're going to tilt that pelvis towards our belly button. Rolling one bone at a time, coming up off that mat, and reversing it back down one bone at a time. Exhaling as you lift. Inhaling as you lower. Again, exhale as you lift. And inhale as you lower. If you want, you can progress those arms, reaching up to the ceiling as your hips lift, lowering them back down as those hips lower. On the next one, we're gonna stay with our hips lifted. Holding here, we're gonna add a hamstring curl. Now your arms can stay up to the ceiling or come back down to the mat if you're not stable. But we're gonna press both of our legs out and then we're coming back in. Really making sure you're using those hamstrings and those glutes to pull those gliders in. Yes, you should feel this. Hips are staying level the whole time. Let's do 10. We got 8. Last 6. Last 4. Last 2. And go ahead and rest it down. Arms can come down, and we're gonna take our legs one leg at a time, hugging knees to chest, and then adding length through the back side of the legs, feeling that nice hamstring stretch here. Maybe pointing and flexing through your feet. Nice inhale and exhale. Bringing those knees back to chest and slowly rounding the spine as we sit back tall. I'm going to switch positions with the board. So go ahead, place those handles down. We're gonna come to a kneeling position. As we switch those gliders away from our body, we're gonna come to the opposite end of our mat. We're gonna take our first handle, attaching it to the board closest to us and locking it into place. Taking that seated position, again, we're gonna roll down in our spine, coming down on the board. That pad is under our head for extra cushion. We wanna imprint our spine here. That means nice flat back. You wanna tilt that pelvis just slightly towards the belly button to flatten that space between the board and that spine. Then you're gonna bring your legs one at a time up to tabletop position. So knees should be in line with your hips and your shins are flat to that ceiling. Grabbing the handle in your left hand, palm faces down. We're gonna add some toe taps. Just tapping our right leg down. As you tap down, left leg or left arm reaches up to the ceiling and comes back. So you're tapping and drawing it back, exhaling out that mouth, inhaling through the nose. You got it. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to tabletop. Arm is back up towards that ceiling. And we're gonna alternate here. Left leg goes down to tabletop. Right leg down to tabletop. Again, belly button drawing down towards the spine. Feeling those abs shake. Strengthening that core. You got it. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs to tabletop. arms come down, and bring those feet down and rest. You can rock your knees a little side to side if that helps stretch out that lower spine. Coming back center here, we're gonna keep our feet down on that mat in parallel position. Hands are gonna come to the base of the head, and we're gonna do a little crunch here. Just lifting your head, neck, and chest, lowering back down, working those upper abs. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out that mouth. You guys got this. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's work our side obliques. Opposite elbow reaches across. Again, we're working those upper abs, those side obliques, making sure you're not adding tension to your neck, but you're feeling that nice reaching. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, lower it down. We're gonna work our body in a crisscross next. So again, opposite knee to opposite elbow, but this time legs are gonna start coming back up to tabletop position. So imprinting that spine down towards the mat. As I lift, I'm gonna draw my right knee in to my left elbow, lengthening through that left leg. Coming back to tabletop as I switch. Really feeling that stretch, that really lengthen long through your leg all the way out that toe. Belly button's drawing downward. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Come to tabletop and rest it down. Nice deep inhale and exhale. We're gonna switch our handle, picking up our bum to the opposite side. Now my handle is in the opposite hand, that right hand. My legs are coming to tabletop again, one at a time. And I'm imprinting that spine nice and flattening towards the board. No space between my lower back and the board. From here, toe tapping with the left side as that right arm reaches up to the ceiling and back. You're allowing that right arm to reach over your head. Nice, you guys. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up. We're gonna alternate those toe taps side to side. Start with your right foot, right arm, up, then left. Allow those toes to reach away from your body towards that mat. Adding a little more challenge to those low abs. For 6, 5, last 4, 3, Last 2. Last 1. Come to tabletop and lower those legs down. Handle can go down. Again, taking a nice spine twist stretch. Allow your knees to drop one way. Facing the front. Gaze can go towards the back. Taking a nice inhale and exhale. Go through center and let's switch direction with those legs. Switch direction with our gaze. Coming back center with our body. We're slowly gonna come up and work our arms next, that upper body. For our upper body, we're gonna again sit here nice and tall. Your legs can be crossed. I still have our strap and our handle hooked right here, right behind my bum. We're gonna start with this left side. Hand is gonna go in the handle. Elbows coming to the side rib. And we're working one arm at a time here. If you want, your right arm can mirror your left arm so it feels like you're nice and balanced as you go through the movements. Our first movement here is serve the tray. Keeping chest open, shoulder blades drawing down and back. Arms are gonna extend out towards our chest height, shoulder height, away from the chest, and elbows come back in. Still inhaling through the nose and exhaling out that mouth. Inhaling as arms lengthen and exhaling as they draw back in. Shoulders are staying down away from the ears. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to hold with those arms out. Arms are going to open out to the side for presentation. Come back center and draw back in. So we're exhaling out that mouth. As arms open out to the side, you want to make sure that you still see your fingertips out of the corners of your eyes. So I should still see my fingertips here and draw back. Last 4. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Bring those arms in, roll those shoulders down and back. If you need to relax here, go ahead and relax. Then we're gonna sit tall again in our spine. Make sure you check that posture. Arms are gonna come nice and rounded out in front of you. And we're going into our hug the tree movement here. Fingertips are just gonna round, opening to the side, and then draw back. Again, tracking those shoulder blades. As arms open out to the side, they're actually drawing in closer to your spine, and it's separating away as those fingertips come back together. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. On this next one, I want you to bring your pinky fingers together and slightly lift, feeling a little extension through that spine. As we come down, arms will again open apart. As you draw in, pinkies together, extension, that gaze can go upward and back. This is called looking into a mirror. You guys got this. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest those arms down again. Shoulders roll down and back. From here, we're gonna work our triceps a little bit, going into what we call salute. So make sure that elastic is coming up the back side of your arm. You're gonna form a nice diamond shape. It's gonna go towards the front of your forehead, and you can hinge slightly forward, keeping that back straight. Arms are gonna extend out and come back in. If it's rubbing on your back, just reposition that elastic a little bit more. Again, we're working those triceps. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, rest that arm down, roll those shoulders down and back. We're also gonna do another tricep movement here. It's called shave the head. For this one, instead of having our arms in front of the forehead, they're gonna come behind the head like you're shaving just the back of your hairline. So from here, go ahead, extend that tricep, that arm up, elbows bending back. We have that diamond shape. We're going behind the head, up towards that ceiling. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Nice tall spine. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest it down. Relax those arms, and we're gonna repeat this on the opposite side. I just passed that handle to my right hand, still facing this direction, still sitting nice and tall in that spine. From here, elbow is coming into the side rib, palm is facing up, and we're serving the tray. Arms extend out to that shoulder height and come back in. As our chest stays open, those shoulder blades are drawing down. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out that mouth. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. As we're here, arms are gonna open out to the side for presentation, come back forward and draw back in. Again, exhale out the mouth, inhale through the nose, and in. Remember, keeping those shoulder blades active. They're drawing down, flattening, like they can slide down your back, right into those back pockets if you had them. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax those shoulders down, roll down and back. Then sitting tall in the spine again. This time we have our nice rounded arms. We're moving into our hug the tree position and coming back. Fingertips only opening wide enough where you can still see them in the corners of your eyes. Working those arms. Shoulder blades draw closer to the spine as arms open. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. As our hands draw closer, pinkies come together and you're extending through that chest. going into that looking through the mirror. Pinky tips together and lift and open. Last 4 here. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Bring those arms down and relax them to your sides. Roll those shoulder blades down and back. We have our triceps on this side going into our salute first. Strap is coming behind the arm, forming that diamond shape in front of your forehead, adding that slight hinge forward. Arms are extending out and coming back. Almost like you're Superman. You're flying to that wall across the room here. Trying to keep those elbows a little bit more narrow. You're gonna work your triceps a little harder. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest it. And if you're shaking, that's okay. It means you're working those muscles. We have our shave the head on this side. Again, sitting nice and tall. Strap coming behind you. Arms extend overhead. Hands come back. And you're reaching up. Shaving that back side of the head. Your triceps are a little wider here. Engaging those back muscles. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest those arms down, roll your shoulders down and back. And you can let go of that handle. We're gonna turn facing the front of the studio for some side arms. I want you to grab your knee pad. We're gonna place that right on the mat next to our board. My knee is gonna come on that pad and onto my board. Taking my hand in that inside hand, I'm in that tall kneeling position. Outside hand is gonna come to my hip, and I'm reaching my arm up and over, side bending away. You got it, you guys. Palm is facing up towards that ceiling, and I'm lifting through that spine as I take that side bend stretch. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Coming back, center, my spine is stacked nice and tall. The same arm is going to come up, shoulder height, and I'm gonna rotate away. I don't like that. Coming back center, same arm is gonna come forward, straight across from the chest, and I'm just gonna rotate away and coming back center. I want my hips to stay squared off the whole time, and I'm doing that oblique twist movement here. If it feels comfortable, you can actually interlock both of your fingers together as you rotate away and come back center. It's this movement of the rib cage around your spine. Hands should be staying in front of the sternum. Let's do 2 more here. And last one. Go ahead and rest, roll shoulders down and back. And I'm gonna turn around to face the back. Again, we're gonna work the same movements on the opposite side. So bear with me as you see the back side of my body. Outside hand is on my hip. I have one knee on the board and one knee on my pad. Palm is facing up. I'm reaching up and over for that side bend stretch. It's like my spine is lengthening tall, lifting as I reach. Last two here. And last one. Stack your spine tall again. If you want to roll those shoulders down and back, you can. Arms are gonna extend out in front of you. You can interlock those hands, nice rounded arms. Adding that oblique twist, rotating away and coming back center. We're inhaling through the nose. Again, exhaling out that mouth. Hips are staying squared off. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, come center, and go ahead and rest. We're gonna turn our body again towards our board. We have some planks that we're gonna go into. Make sure your handle is unhooked. Make sure those gliders are close to you. And we're gonna press one at a time out, taking a hold of those handles, stepping our toes out. The gliders are unhooked from each other. My belly button is drawing up to my spine. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. If you want that challenge, you can add a little bit of a shoulder shuffle here, moving those gliders up and down. Then we'll come, bringing your knees down, sliding back in. We'll take that nice child's pose stretch. For our legs, we're gonna rehook our strap at the farthest point from the body, hooking it in. The elastic gonna be nice and long. And we're gonna come to a kneeling position. I want your knees on your gliders. Your hands are gonna be right in line on your kneecap. From here, we're gonna take this elastic and strap, placing it over our foot. Making sure your hand is on the outside of that elastic. I'm working my right side first. From here, right leg is gonna extend long, and we have some lower and lifts. In this position, keep that neutral spine, making sure you're staying out of that lower back. Belly button should be drawing up, upward toward your spine, towards your back. You wanna keep that posture, that balance, that core is engaged. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, lower it down. Repositioning if you need to. Check those wrists. From here, we're gonna do a leg extension. It's almost like a donkey kick into hydrant. So leading with your leg, right leg extends back and in. Knee to the side and down. Again, back and in, to the side and down. We're inhaling through the nose, exhaling out that mouth. You guys got this. Again, staying squared. Core is active, feeling this through the glute. Last 4. Last 2. and rest it down. Glutes to heels if you need to take that stretch. Roll through those wrists. And again, right leg is gonna extend long, sending it back. We're drawing a rainbow. Coming to the opposite side and back over. Drawing that rainbow, working that glute. We're inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Last 4. Last 2. And 1. And bring that leg in and rest. Glutes to heels. Take that strap off the bottom of your foot. And then we'll go ahead and switch to the other side. Okay, from here, it's now on my left foot. Left foot extends. We have our lower and lifts. Keeping that core pulling in. It's very easy to lose your balance here. Weight is equally between your hands and that knee. Staying out of that lower back. For 6, 4, 2, and rest it down. Again, stretch if you need to. We have our combination on this side, our back extension, almost like a donkey kick, and then our left knee will open out to the side. So we're extending back and in, knee to the side and down. Try to keep your knee lifted the whole time. Don't let it rest down on your board. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out that mouth. Last 4. Last 2. And rest it down. Again, stretching. Coming back up, we have our rainbow on this side. Left leg extends out, using your glute to draw that arch. We're inhaling through the nose. Again, exhaling out that mouth. Let your glute do the work. Belly button drawing up to the spine. Last 4. Last 2. And 1. Rest it down. Take your foot out of that strap. Great job today, you guys. I just moved my board out of the way. We're gonna do some final stretching before we end today's class. We're gonna take our feet together. Again, sitting tall, let your knees drop out to the side for butterfly stretch. Using our full mat, we can press those knees out to the side, maybe curling in that spine, allowing your head to come down towards your toes. Nice inhale and exhale here. Again, deep inhale and exhale. Doing a little stag stretch. Let your right heel stay center. as your left leg extends out to the side, feeling it through your inner thigh. I hope you guys enjoyed today's class. You can point and flex through that foot. I know I did. It felt great through my body. It's what keeps me coming back to Pilates. And I hope you guys will keep coming back to my channel, working out with us. I've really enjoyed the classes we've had so far together, and I hope we continue on. You can turn your upper body now facing your leg, drawing your hands out towards your ankle, maybe stretching a little deeper in the stretch. Walking your hands around, coming back center, sitting up tall. We can switch sides, that opposite direction. Again, left heel's coming in, right leg's extending, and just feel that stretch through your inner thigh. Pointing, flexing through that foot. Turning your upper body towards your leg and reaching for that ankle. There's nothing that feels better than stretching after class when you know you've worked really hard. We're working on making our body stronger. Together, we're gonna get there and correct those different things in our body, whether we have poor posture, whether we have shoulder pain, back pain. All of it can go away as we strengthen our core, making ourselves healthier in our bodies. And Pilates is meant for everybody, so we're going to get there together. Thank you for joining.